Move one step forward if you ate pizza by the age 7. Move one step forward if you have a daddy that would drop you off at school. Move one step forward if you have a daddy that will take you to the park. Move one step forward if you have a dad that will play with you after work. Move one step forward if you have more than 2 pairs of shoes by the age 7. Move one step forward if you have games or Nintendo Switch by the age 10. Move one step forward if you have a daddy that will fix your hair before school. Move one step forward if you have to work to help provide for your parents by the age 8.
Wow, this is very touching. It's very touching. If you grew up in the first world country, if you grew up where you had the silver spoon, if you grew up where you've always had a nice comfortable bed, if you grew up where you've always had heat at night, if you grew up where you've always had friends or you've had people and you could play with your friends, you have something to be thankful for, because some have not had those things. This video is very touching, and you know what? I'm very happy to see that the children realize what their father sacrificed. He was stripped of his childhood to help take care of his family, of his parents, from the age of 8. I will tell you this, friends. Me, myself, my family. I was born at a time when the Civil War had broken out in our country. And I never grew up where we've always had heat, nice, comfortable beds. We never had that. I myself, as my eyes were opening, we were in the wilderness and we were in the jungle. And we traveled from one country to another on foot. My father was separated from us since I was a child. I never saw my father until I was 7 years old. My father held me when I was born, and he went to study in Egypt, but he did not know that there would be a coming time of trouble where his family would be divided from him. 7 years, and that's what happened, friends. My mother took care of us, and we had so much difficulties that we went through. I will share with you my own testimony later. We were sleeping in the jungles. We slept in the jungles. I do remember, as my eyes were opening, that we would be, in the woods, and it would be dark outside, and the rain would fall on us. And the heat that we had was when we all gathered together around our mother, and all of us huddled together. That was what gave us the heat, that we warmed each other up like that at night. There were times that we would cross swampy areas, and the waters would be rising up to a point where you don't know. You don't even know if you'll make it. But our Father in heaven, He defended us and He protected us along the way. My mother made lots of sacrifice for us. Even so, my father made so much sacrifice. I'm telling you, friends, appreciate your parents. Those of you who grew up in good homes, appreciate them. Don't turn your back on them. Don't be disobedient. Don't be very stubborn. You don't know how good you have it. Most of you don't realize how good you've had it. I never had any form of a place that I called a place of refuge, a place of that we called home whatsoever, until I was about 10 years old. You understand? There were people who also had evil eyes, and they wanted to kill us. They wanted to kill my mother. There were times when we were in the wilderness and soldiers were robbing us and we had nothing. And they were going to kill my mother. And my sister said, if you're going to shoot our mother, then all of us have to die today. Shoot all of us. I remember vividly, my whole body shut down. You know, there's a moment when you are standing before the face of death where your whole body just shuts down. Your bones themselves cannot move. You feel paralyzed. I experienced such a fear before. I'm trying to tell you something, friends, that this world itself is not our home. I'm beginning to realize this more and more. Because I don't feel like this, I don't feel like I'm home, and I don't feel welcomed anywhere. And I'm being honest with you. I don't even feel welcomed if I go to any churches. I don't feel like that's my home. I don't feel like I'm welcomed. I feel almost like a stranger. Even around where I live, you know, people have always talked about us. People have always talked about us, and it was never good. And people like to step on you when you're already down. And I've witnessed that. I've experienced that. But God will be the one to defend his people. You know, this video is really touching. It just hit me differently. And one thing I want people to do is to appreciate those who have sacrificed so much for them. And the one who sacrificed so much for us is Jesus Christ, the Son of God, Yeshua HaMashiach. He sacrificed all for us. He laid down his life for us. Why are we not appreciating him? My friends, you never know when will be your last day, but make sure that you are doing whatever you can to show appreciation to those who are close to you and those who love you. Truly appreciate them. I thank God for my parents, and I thank God for my siblings. I thank God for those who, you know, we've gone through difficult times together. We've been companions in tribulation. I just remember, man, I can share with you guys a testimony more later if you want, but we've been in situations, friends, where it's like, oh man, we had no food, no water for a long time, but we were neither thirsty, neither were we hungry. And we were never weak. All of us had renewed strength daily. God Almighty did great miracles for us. But ladies and gentlemen, you know, I just wanted to share that video. I mean, I don't even know how I got to sharing about my small testimonies there, but you know, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And for those who are wondering, as far as the voice of my wife, that's my wife talking, and that's not an AI voice, okay? So for those who are wondering, in terms of the videos that's being narrated by the woman's voice, that woman is my wife. She's helping me to actually produce the videos that you may be able to receive the content, daily content. So don't worry about it. Don't think that it's somebody else, all right? And it's not AI, it's not artificial intelligence. It is my wife who is doing that recording, all right? But I'm gonna keep the video short over here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. This is Controversy 7 Ministry. Be sure to smash the thumbs up on this video Share it with as many people as you can. I'm not going to hold you off. You take good care of yourselves. Be blessed. Be safe. I will see you in the next video.